droite qui je suis, putain. Va falloir que je me lève, que je recommence à 0.
Hey and good evening, folks. Welcome out to the 7th round of our Caribbean GT3 Championship. It's the Sprint Championship. We do plan on doing a couple hours endurance probably sometime in the future. Can't say whether that is near or far. But we're just getting done here with the free practice session, and then we'll head straight into 15 minutes of qualifying. We've got the guys on track here, and as it's winding down, I'll bring up the points real quickly so that you can have an understanding of where we are at now, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, actually got to go into my drive for this. Alright, so looking at the championship right now, we have Jaden Harrison retaking the lead here in first position with 74 points after winning the previous round. Hasn't been really, what should I say, quite on the front foot, but rather on the back. He's missed out one race and at least bowed out of at least 2 races so far. Here we go with the session change now. So yeah, we should be ready. First one out the gate is Matthew Titus, and we'll follow him along now. And right behind him there, I can see. Oh, it's actually they're gonna switch it around there. And Dominic Charles goes ahead now of Matthew Titus. I'll keep you abreast with the times. Well, let's get back to that points there. So Kimani Eastman then was relegated into second position. He's now got 68 points, which he is sharing with Michael Charles. Michael is then in third position as he is the latecomer to the championship in terms of points standing. Michane Wallace is in fourth position with 66 points. Then we've got Declan Daniel in 5th position there with 43 points, but of course Declan has not been with us since the second race here in this championship. And then we've got Oswin Wilson in 6th position with 40 points. Declan Daniel with 43 points, Oswin with 40 points. Oswin only showing his face here for 2 races, and we've not seen him since. And then in 6th position, we've got Ricardo Swaby with 40 points as well, sharing that with Oswin Wilson as Dominic Charles begins a flyer now, making his way around Circuit Ricardo Thormo. It's in Valencia. Some of you might know this track from MotoGP. They actually used to race this track, but coming on into last year, or earlier this year rather, they announced that they will be taking, SRO announced that they will be taking these cars out there at Ricardo Thormo and Valencia. Out of Stapleton, out of St. Kitts and Nevis with 37 points, has unfortunately missed the last 2 rounds. So his were an accumulation between rounds 1 and 4. Hitesh Ramdani, I think that is going to be 10th position. 9th position, with 36 points. If you can see, it's really close there to the top 5, or rather top 4, and then coming down to the top 5s and onto, I think it was about top 11 actually. Well, if I come down, we've got, as I'm trying to look now at the time Dominic will put on the board. It's a 1:33.0 from Titus, as Dominic's time was not calculated. He is on a fast one now. However, Shane Wallace holds the fastest lap so far with 1:32.287. We're looking at the lines here now from Dominic Charles, as he is still on a fire lap here. The first couple of laps were invalid. Of course, the out lap does not count, but then the second lap here was invalid. In his Mustang GT3 car, he's got some time to play with here, but as the guys ahead of him populate the timesheet right now, it's Jaden Harrison with a 1:31.040 there to take first position away from Shane Wallace. Jamaicans out here in full force. Dominic just wringing the neck off of this Mustang right now. He really does not like Assetto Corsa Competizione. For the life of him, he's currently seeing a 4+ second best here, negative second best, and he goes second fastest there with a 1:31.315. Where's Shane Wallace? He's not on a flying lap right now. He's currently on an out lap, but Mitesh Ramdani has seen an improvement here. Currently sitting in 6th position. He's seen about 7/10 or so improvement to his name. Gets back into that corner we just saw Dominic Charles go through, and now he's got 2/10 up on that section alone. He slows down now to take the penultimate turn. Gets back on the power. He sees a second or so. No, it's going to be coming down now to about 8/10. He's going to cross the line and go 5th fastest now. Mitesh Ramdani. Daniel Williams back out here in his Mustang. Currently sitting in 7th position here, Daniel Williams. I don't believe he's had enough seat time at Valencia, but he is improving on this lap right now. Jaden Harrison back in pit lane. Michael Charles is here. He's sitting currently in 3rd position. He's back in pit lane as well. He's got a 1:31.690 there, Michael Charles. And Daniel Williams goes way too much on the curb there and loses traction towards the rear end. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Kadeem Mohammed. His first race in this championship, signed up really long ago, but I'm not sure why he just didn't get to participate in this championship so far. So he's out here now and has seen an improvement, currently sitting in 9th position. He's seen a 1 second improvement here on his first lap as against his out lap. No time on the board just yet. One that is known to be smooth on his steering inputs. Kadeem Mohammed currently up on his previous time here by almost 3 seconds. Getting that McLaren slowed down to get back on the power here. Entering into the final sector. Lovely taking of that curve there to complete that turn quite well. He's seen an improvement by 4 seconds now. Kadeem Mohammed, as he comes across the line, we will be able to tell you where he stands now on the timing sheets, and it's going to be 4th position there for Kadeem Mohammed. Javon Parry's improving here. He hasn't gotten a time just yet, as we've got the leaders, or should I say the top runners now, coming back out from pit lane. Javon Parido improving almost by 2 seconds here on his previous timed lap, which would normally be their out laps. Comes across the line there, Javon Parry goes 10th fastest. Take you now to Michelle Wallace, who's seen about a 3/10 improvement. No one else is on a valid lap. Oh, Kadeem Mohammed did go ahead and begin another flying lap there, but no improvement from him currently to speak of. Do let me know if you guys are reading me loud and clear out there. Michelle Wallace crosses the line now, goes 3rd fastest there, taking back that position away from Mikel Charles and Kadeem Mohammed. Kadeem Mohammed, though, is improving here as he comes around the penultimate turn. We're approaching crunch time now. Comes across the line, Kadeem Mohammed goes 3rd fastest. Michelle Wallace has got a fight on his hands now for that 2nd row. Primary 2nd row starting point. He is improving though, Michelle Wallace. He needs about a 10th, and he is improving about a 10th now. Jaden Harrison is going about 2/10 faster here on his 1:31.040, and Dominic Charles is on an outlap. This is one tight qualifying session right now. 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, left to go. We are in crunch time. I'll definitely need a soundboard for our future championships. I need to indicate to you guys when that 5 minutes is here. Oh, a really good improvement. But Kadeem is also improving. I think he had a mistake though, Kadeem. We were seeing about a 4/10 or so improvement there from the youngster, but he's now lost all of that. Michelle Wallace, though, will take back the lead of that 2nd row ahead of Kadeem Mohammed. Mitesh Ramdani, Matthew Titus are all seeing improvements. Where's Dominic Charles? He's now coming across the line here. He's got about 7/100ths of a second to find. Oh, he's run that really wide there, and now his time will be invalidated. Jaden Harrison comes across the line. He will improve his time there, but he's also going ahead to continue on here. Can run out there really wide, actually, I'm seeing. So where did Dominic Charles? Actually, Dominic will then be on a valid lap. Christopher Schmeichel changing over to the Mustang this weekend. This is Dominic Charles. He's not improving at the moment. Who is though is Jaden Harrison now. Jaden inching out into that 130. He's got it, by the way. He's down to 130.942. And he's seeing about half a second improvement here. 4/10 rather. He's abusing those curbs there, and he's actually going to go off track. Going to take that car off track. Not sure why. Maybe he forgot to check on a setting. Dominic Charles with a 131.110. Tell you what, this is going to be one brilliant race to be looking at in about 2.5 minutes time. Oh. He's got about a 1/10.5 to find Dominic Charles, and he's not finding it right now. He's running out of time. He's got about one more lap to find it. Mikel Charles is improving by around 3/10 or so. He's down by half a second. Oh, and he's going to invalidate that lap, Dominic Charles. Struggling here in the Mustang. Let's switch back to Mikel. Mikel has got an opportunity here. If he can find that 5/10 and going into that turn, he actually found some, but he's lost it back. This will put him up there on the first or second row. He's currently on the third. Not bad at all. Kadeem Mohammed improving now by around 2.5 tenths. He's currently sitting in a fourth position, down by 0.473 of a second. He'll come across the line and goes fourth fastest. He'll lead Kadeem Mohammed in, but Kadeem is already seeing an improvement on this lap. Oh, there's a yellow flag ahead. Christopher Schmeichel gets out of the way though. He was in the firing path right there. Kadeem Mohammed has lost about a 1/10 or so. I wonder if that's why. Getting back on the pole, he's regained that 1/10.5. Comes across the line now. Where will he sit, ladies and gentlemen? Going to be fifth position still. Dominic Charles has given up. He's back in pit lane. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying is over. Kadeem Mohammed is still in a valid lap, and he's still seeing improvements around here. Mitesh Ramdani is well behind him. Not behind him, but in sixth position behind him. In the Ferrari is seeing about 2/10 or so. Daniel Williams has seen half a second improvement, but he's down by 2.3 seconds to the leader. Shane Wallace ahead of Kadeem Mohammed here is not improving on the lap. It's just a sighting lap. Jaden Harrison on an out lap. 2.5 tenths now to Kadeem Mohammed once more. Oh, Mikel Charles goes third fastest there with that time. 1:31.3 flat. It's a 1:30.942 there from Jaden Harrison. No improvement seen. Kadeem Mohammed is losing his improvement here. Will he gain it? Regain it down this turn. It's about 1.5. He gets across the line. And it's not going to be better. Yes, he goes third fastest there actually. So he's going to lead Mikel Charles into that one. But he's right behind first row, the front row there. Jaden Harrison and Dominic Charles. The lone Bajan here representing tonight. Welcome back, Kadeem Mohammed. But it's this guy, Jaden Harrison. As you can take a look now at the timetables. As you can see, Dominic Charles leading the way there in the middle sector with 34.562. Jaden Harrison wasn't that far away either from it. Just about 2/100ths of a second or so, 1/100ths of a second. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready now for the race event. Jaden Harrison, look out for this car. Dominic Charles there in his Ford Mustang in second position. And we welcome back our leaderboard this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. I was looking for an alternative, but unfortunately, unless I'm driving in a car, it does not work that well. Hardly any practice here from these guys, I can tell you what. Crimson Devil says this track is weird. Well, yeah, man, it was really actually developed for.
Is lap 1 ghosting still on?
Right, so I'm just about to let you guys know that I've gotten the opportunity to take that off. There's no more lap 1 ghosting. No more lap 1 ghosting. Alright, so this is your front row now, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, refueling disabled generous?
What question? In the server, I got disconnected or something.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that from. I think it was Christopher.
Yeah, yes, Chris, I'm asking if you're seeing the server because everything done correctly.
I think you're having a really bad time through with your internet. We can barely make out anything you're saying. Alright guys, the new guys joining us, just remember it's a mandatory pit stop to change your tires. No refueling is necessary unless you would like to. And yeah, ghosting has been turned off for lap 1. Ghosting has been turned off for lap 1. And it's 1 full lap around. Make sure you have enough fuel for that as well. Alright, here we go then. Right on board with Jaden Harrison. He's trying to get heat into those tires here. And also into the brakes as well. These guys are eager to get going. It's some fabulous machinery as well. Mustangs do look mean, I must say, as they regrid now. Watch your brakes, fellas. Watch your brakes. Remember, ghosting is off. Good luck, have fun. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The 7th round is about to go live here at Circuit Ricardo Thermal, Valencia. Let's go. It was a motor GP track. It still is, actually. Oh, we've lost Christopher Schmeichel in this one. He's got to start from pit lane, but it's off now. And he's going to get touched here just by a bit. Jaden Harrison, he's got the whole shot now. If we look back, Michael Charles there has got pipped on the inside. He tries with Dominic Charles, got to step on the brakes. Dominic Charles not phased though. Mitesh Ramdan goes wide as well as Kimani Eastman. Stapleton actually rejoins though at the back. Looking ahead, Dominic Charles there is losing touch with Jaden Harrison already, but now he's got to worry about Michael Charles. Mishane Wallace as well has got Matthew Titus has got Kadeem Mohammed in his sights. Kadeem seems as though he's biding his time, and we're having a fight here between Stapleton and Ramdani. Christopher did get out of the there's a movement here. Kadeem Mohammed's going to lose that position now to Matthew Titus. Oh, Matthew just a little bit shaken there as he comes over the curbs. But look now, Kadeem Mohammed, because of that, will have a little bit of an edge now against the Jamaican. Gets into the slipstream. Whoa, look at the speed from Mishane Wallace. He exited that turn with so much speed. And he's going to follow on the inside, is he? Oh, he's heavy on the brake there. As now Matthew Titus has run wide. He's almost run 3 wide into turn 3, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even speak on this one. He touches Matthew Titus as he tries to turn left, but runs it wide. What a fight we're already having here for 4th position rather. As Michael Charles also takes the fight to Dominic Charles. It's Matthew Titus though, and while they're fighting it out, look at it, Javon Barrier, and Kimani Eastman are trying to catch up now. Titus wants this position. Let's ride on board Vintage Jamaican. Gets back on the power, but just a bit late there with the maneuver. It's a reasonable jump down there. As they begin to spread out now, it seems as though all the battles are quieting down. Oh, we've got Eastman making a move there on Barry. He's on the inside. They go side by side into turn 1. There's no letting up there from Javon Barry. Eastman is going to have to settle for the inside line, which is the better line, but look at it. Look at how much traction is found out there. He gets back on the power. He slides it out just. Look at the fight these two are giving us right now. Look, Daniel Williams and Mitesh Ramdani are here. Oh, he runs out really wide. He's going to cut across now. And he's going to get tagged again. No, Daniel Williams is going to have the shorter end of that stick as he's also tagged from behind. That one has simmered down. But Ramdan is actually looking at the Porsche of Javon Barry now. The two Guyanese getting suicidal there for a brief moment. Whoa! What has happened there? Barry ran it wide and Mitesh just setting that one up for an easy pass on the inside. But Parry now is angry with himself that has occurred. He's all over the rear end of that Ferrari. While this is going on, Kimani Eastman, second in the championship, has been given an opportunity to get away now. But Parry wants back this position. He's not letting that Ferrari get away just so easy. Oh, he's running around that wide again, but that's a good line. It doesn't really slow them down much. Michael Charles getting back closer now to Dominic Charles. You can see in the foreground. Harrison with a somewhat comfortable lead now. And these three have already broken loose from the rest of the pack. Mikel Charles has put himself 4 seconds ahead of Khalid Mohammed now. Take a look back. Ramdani has got Eastman in his sights now as he's been able to shake Javon Parry. Michael Charles is getting closer. He's really strong there on the back end of the circuit. Danny for the time being cannot get under a second here. He's dipping down once or twice throughout the lap, but it's nothing sustainable here from the Guyanese. Kimani not even in the shot there. The Ferrari does seem stronger in the third sector though. Mikel Charles, they both collide! And Mikel gets going again, but unfortunately Dominic cannot. Dominic all the way back, he's got to thread the needle just to get back on track here. He finally does, all the way back in 10th position now, as Mikel Charles sees Kamani Eastman. He's trying to get back up front and fight for it. Khalid Mohammed goes into 2nd position. But Shane Wallace is right there in 3rd too to fight for it. But Mitesh Ramdani was like, well, where are you going there, yellow Ford Mustang? This is my fight. Well, for the time being, he's got to sit by idly and watch it, or will he? Mitesh Ramdani has something to say about that. Oh, he's losing the rear end! He lost the rear end right there, and now he's got to recoup because those tires are going to be on fire. Mikel Charles, though, back at it again. He's trying to get past Kimani Eastman now. Let's take a look and see what happened there with the two of them. Oh, he ran wide, and then he came back on track. And there was an entire Mustang on the inside of that one. Quite unfortunate there. But once you go off track, you can't just rejoin like that, no. Daniel Williams has something to say as Mikel Charles on the inside with a tighter line on that corner. Has got that Mustang singing down the front straightaway. You're getting on the marbles, gotta be careful there. You're gonna have all kind of turbulence underneath you with that car, but he gets the job done, does he? Into turn 1 he goes. Eastman. Can you respond, Eastman? As Williams and Parry now has a fight. Williams on the inside, gets back on the pole, he almost loses the car. Fight's not over, Eastman very much closer still. As you can see at the top of your screen. Parry has something to say about all these positions he's losing. Look at how close he is now. Oh no, Daniel Williams will run that wide. He's struggling so much, Daniel, with the torque of this car. Cannot get back on the pole as he would, but he's got to play it smart, as he does here against Parry. Daniel Williams might be running a very, very light. Ooh, is that a pass there from Kimani Eastman and Ramdani? Currently not seeing that on the time machines. No, it's not even that close. Oh, he's having a look on the inside. Daniel Williams saw him coming. Instead of losing the rear end there, he actually let him by. Couldn't get it slowed down there, Javon Parry. And he is struggling there, Daniel Williams, with this Mustang. Ramdani now seeing a second or so to Kimani Eastman. Machine Wallace about the same here for him. Jaden Harrison opening up that gap there now by 9 seconds. Got about 2.5 minutes for the pit lane to get open. And I'm pretty sure some guys here might want to dive in to get some stuff fixed on their cars. Daniel Williams back under this McLaren, sorry, under this Porsche once again. Nearly every lap, there's another fighter for brewing. So much power, can he get it done? He cannot. They both run that really, really conservatively on the inside now. The Mustang of Daniel Williams. For some reason, Javon Parry is finding grip out there, and I cannot explain to you why. It is supposed to be dusty. It is supposed to have all those marbles out there. Oh, he's not gotten. Oh, he's not gotten love, hate. What am I saying? He's not gotten accustomed to that corner. I know about it. I actually practiced this track here, and there's two corners that are similar to that one. One's really inviting you to get back on the pole, and the other one is really tight. That one right there is really tight. Mikel Charles has caught up to Matthew Titus now, and is very much closer to the Jamaican here, the Trinidadian. Mikel is going to set up a pass here now. Having a look on the inside, but the McLaren runs real wide there, actually. And it's going to be a pass, of course. Unless Matthew Titus has something to say about it. I'm seeing that a lot from Matthew Titus. He's overcorrecting the car. You just see the entire car move off of the racing line. I think he's afraid that this McLaren will slide out from under him. He is having a look on the inside again. Not again. To mount an attack here. Oh, that's it right there. You see him. He's trying to get back on the pole. He's not confident in this car. He's got to overcorrect and overcompensate. Matthew Titus.
Mike, you're being locked. Blue flag.
So Christopher Schmeichel has got blue flags, but he's not getting out of the way here. Having a look on the inside. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But if you're seeing a blue flag, why would you still be there? Shane Wallace has dipped down into the 1 second mark. As Christopher Schmeichel does get back here. He is still seeing blue flags. Oh no, he's now going to race this.
Jesus.
Blue flags, Chris, blue flags. The problem here is if you've got a huge television screen in front of you, then you might not see the blue flag. But now Shane Wallace has lost out on that fight with Kadeem Mohammed. And that's what you've got to deal with here with the back markers at times. Pit window goes live.
My bad, my bad.
So they're all spreading out now. Jaden Harrison seemingly getting away with that one though from the back marker. There's Christopher still struggling. It's the first time he's driving down this thing. So see Matthew Titus dipping down to the 1 second mark. Every other corner or so, but now he's actually been able to open up the gap there, Michael Charles. Got someone coming into pit lane, I saw. Oh no, it's just, yeah, I think Christopher's going into pit lane there. And I saw Kimani Eastman there. And then Matish Ramdani behind it. And we've got Daniel Williams here. Being able to hold on from Javon Parry. Alonic Stapleton, actually. Man from St. Kitts and Nevis. We haven't seen him in a while. And it seems as though McLaren, unfortunately, it's not working out for him today. Or this track. I think he's never driven here before. That's okay. That's why we have... Oh, I can see a little bit of fighting. Oh no, Daniel Williams with a drive-through penalty now. This might be for cutting the track. This is going to be added to his pit stop as well. So they cannot be one and the same. You cannot take a pit stop with a drive-through penalty. First one to dive into pit lane. Let's see how that goes, ladies and gentlemen. So far, the person with the fastest speed out here is Michael Charles, 253 kilometers per hour. It's Daniel Williams who will be the first one into pit lane. Actually, Christopher Schmeichel did a drive earlier. Let's see how long it will take here for the drive-through penalty from Daniel Williams, so we can have standing of the pit lane time. The car is just pushing against the wall. Gets going again there. Daniel Williams is about 27 seconds through pit lane. He's come out in 10th position, all the way at the back of the field now. Jaden Harrison with a comfortable lead in this race, ladies and gentlemen. He's currently leading Kadeem Mohammed by 13.5 seconds. There is Khalid Mohammed. He's got about a comfortable, not quite comfortable. There is Machine Wallace. He's got a 2-second lead there to Machine Wallace. Lap. Pit window is live. I think I did save that. So let's see who will be the first one into pit lane here. Really smooth there, KT. That's the distance between Machine Wallace and Michael Charles. Michael fighting his way back to the front here. Pit stops are going to be something to look out for, ladies and gentlemen. That's a very Jamaican looking car, ladies and gentlemen. Tej Ramdani now closing that gap here to Kimani. What's a beaten and battered Ferrari 296 that is. Close he is now. He's closing in that gap. Kimani goes for his pit stop. We're going to take a look at that actually, because I want to know what the stop timing is like here. Ferrari is in the pit lane as well. Ferrari's actually got a drive-through penalty. I'm guessing that's for cutting the track. He's actually going to take his pit stop on this one though. Then he will have to do a drive-through penalty before the race is over. Oh, I don't think he's allowed to do his pit stop, so he's got to do the drive-through, and it is cleared. So he's got to stop once more. When it's gotten going again, it's a 1 minute 1 second stop here with 32 second stop with a 1 minute 1 second pit lane time. else except for Christopher Schmeichel has been on Barry as well, as you saw right there. And oh! Did you see that? He almost lost the rear end here. This is your race leader, Jaden Harrison. And he almost lost the rear end there. Has gotten very much quiet out here, ladies and gentlemen, as we approach the 50% mark. I think those tires might be giving up under Jaden Harrison's McLaren. That's a pretty wide run there, but it's still a valid lap. Parry dives into pit lane there once again. Where's Eastman? Eastman is actually making his way around the penultimate turn here. Parry's going to be kicking himself for that one. Shane Wallace is keeping Kadeem Mohammed on his own. That's a lap there off the circuit, Ricardo Thermal. Out here in Valencia, as Michael Charles goes into pit, ladies and gentlemen. He's working for that third position, so he's going to try to do an undercut here against Shane Wallace and Kadeem Mohammed, so he can get back in that second position. But it's going to be very difficult here to do so. Parry did his stop. It's a 1 minute 9 seconds there in the pit lane. 39-second stop. Michael Charles, after losing those two positions there, from starting fourth on the grid. And he's also the fastest man on track by speed. Whoa! He had to correct his steering there. Gets out of pit lane 1 minute 6 seconds with a 37-second stop. Ooh, your leader is coming by, ladies and gentlemen. Look, he's now. Oh, they coming together there. And Michael Charles actually being lapped here by Jaden Harrison. Look away, but Shane Wallace is really closer now to Muhammad. Mitesh Ramdani goes into pit lane now. And every time we switch back to Shane Wallace. Let's take a look at this stop. Mitesh gets going again. Oh, he messes up the start there of the car, gets off the tracks. And then, unfortunately, it's going to be a lengthy stop there, longest so far. So 1 minute 14 in pit lane, 44-second stop. Did have to repair some aerodynamic damage that he had. Now, Mitesh Ramdani's got a drive-through penalty for messing up that pit stop. Michael Charles as well, ladies and gentlemen, with a penalty, a drive-through penalty. That's messed up his entire race there, Michael Charles. He's no longer has an opportunity, rather. He's fighting, actually. You can actually fight with the leader of the race if you're trying to unlap yourself. And he's doing so quite respectfully, but it seems as though Jaden Harrison is running him off the track there. He is trying to unlap himself. While he's doing so, you could say that he is hampering Jaden Harrison. I'd let him go if I was Jaden. He's got a drive-through penalty as well to serve. It's not my fight. I would just let him go. I've already got a comfortable lead against P2. No need to fight it out with him. He wants to go, let him go. He can just mess up your race here. He can actually lose the car ahead of you and then takes you out, takes himself out. He doesn't care at this point. I would argue that Michael Charles, with that drive-through penalty, his race is done and dusted here for winning it, at least. He's also going to argue that, you know, I've got pace, I've got better pace. I'm going to try and stay in front, which he's doing right now. Oh! And that is what I was afraid of. Took that car onto two wheels there, coming over that curb. Heavily frustrated at that, I might add. He was entirely frustrated at even having an issue there. He's out of the race. And now Christopher Schmeichel has been disqualified. Not quite sure why. But that was quite emotional there from Michael Charles. Oh, we've also lost Dominic Charles. I've now noticed that we've lost Dominic Charles as well. After that incident with Michael, he probably just left the race. No more, he said. And he's gone. We're down, and we were down to 8. And Mitesh Ramdani with a drive-through penalty as well. As it is, ladies and gentlemen, Kimani Eastman is the fight that we have that you can watch right now. And both Kimani Eastman and Matthew Titus have pitted. Your leaders, Jaden Harrison, Kadeem Mohammed, and Shane Wallace have not. Oh, Matthew Titus running that wide. And now Kimani is there to pick up the slack. Matthew Titus is struggling here on these new threads. Kimani wants to get on with his business now. What a line there from Matthew Titus to defend this position. Kimani Eastman will want every point possible to stay in second position in this championship as your leader pits now. Machine Wallace also pitting. He's going to try to undercut here on Kadeem Mohammed. Kadeem Mohammed now leads this race, while Jaden and Machine are in pit lane. Kimani Eastman is trying his best here as Jaden Harrison leaves pit lane ahead of Machine Wallace. I'm just wondering, can Kadeem Mohammed extend here and try the overcut on Jaden Harrison? It was about an 18-second lead though, and with Machine Wallace coming out of pit lane, they're still retaining his third position at the moment. Let's see, will Kadeem go into pit lane now? Yes, he will. His fight is with Machine Wallace. Where's Machine? Kadeem Mohammed has done 24 laps so far. Machine Wallace with a pit stop time of 34 seconds. His entire pit lane venture was 1 minute 4 seconds. Same as Jaden Harrison, but Jaden with a 35-second stop instead. Kadeem Mohammed right now has got to throw some fuel in there and get those tires changed. Mitej Ramdani trying to stay on the heels of Machine Wallace. Mitej right now in 8th position. Here comes Machine Wallace now. Where is Kadeem Mohammed? He gets going, ladies and gentlemen. Kadeem Mohammed will be able to hold on to the lead of to that position, will he? Yes, he will. And it seems as though the overcut has worked in Kadeem's favor. He's actually been able to get a bit of a breathing space as well. And that was a good stop there from Kadeem Mohammed. Basically the same stop, 34 seconds there from the two, Kadeem Mohammed and Machine Wallace. But 1 second more spent in pit lane from Machine Wallace. Okay, back to the race now. Kimani Eastman still working on Matthew Titus here for this 4th position. He's got about 20.5 minutes now remaining. Time being, it seems like Matthew Titus is able to hold on. He's actually extending the lead now. Your race leader enjoying a comfortable lead of about 18.5 seconds now to Kadeem Mohammed. Kadeem Mohammed enjoying a 2.5 second lead to Machine Wallace. Now Machine Wallace sees Javon Parry ahead of him. Javon Parry is in 7th position. So Machine Wallace would want to make really fast work here of the Porsche ahead of him. Here he comes. He's seeing that Porsche really closer and closer to his front bumper. But Parry is also racing Mitesh Ramdani behind him, so Parry will not want to give up this position quite easily. He's also trying to push each other along. He's losing time. He now steps aside, but that's not a very bad place to do it. And now, what was 2 seconds is now almost 4 from Shane Wallace. Mitesh Ramdani closing the gap there to Javon Parry now for that 7th position. Everywhere you look, it's going to be two or more cars, except for Jaden Harrison. He's basically checked out of the building. 20 seconds now to the youngster. Something reminiscent to what Lando Norris did to Max Verstappen today out there in Singapore. Mitesh Ramdani taking that fight now to Javon Parry. What can Parry do in that Porsche to defend this position? Points up for grabs and too much curve there from Mitesh. Lost that car from under him. Let's ride on board with the Guyanese. Whoa! Oh no! Parry holding on to that slide there. Almost Tokyo Drift style. Parry with a really late one here. He's lost, he's sliding that car all around. You can see him making tire track marks as he gets back on the power. I think those rear ends are overheating now. Oh, almost went on the curb there, Mitesh Ramdani. He had to back out of that one. Can he get the done completed now? Into turn 1 they go. Oh, look at Parry having to correct that oversteer. That's not working out for him. He's lost that position now. Back on the case though, Parry. Not gonna let that 7th position go without a fight. No, no, no. Oh no, look at how much grip he's begging for. He's literally power sliding through every corner. Now, Mitesh can breathe easy. Kadeem Mohammed has also checked out from Shane Wallace. Wallace now some 6.5 seconds adrift to the Barbadian rather. And he's currently lapping at 1 minute 31.532. Ooh, I think Stapleton just ran off track there. Yes, he did. Stapleton currently in the 6th position. Oh, what's going on there? Everyone seems to have issues tonight. Wallace now almost 7 seconds adrift from Kadeem Mohammed. Currently lapping at 1 minute 32.687. While Kadeem is lapping at 1:31.770. Jaden Harrison on the previous lap did a 1:33.170. He had a bit of an outing off track as that was an invalid lap. Oh! Matthew Titus now with a drive-through penalty, so this is going to change things up for Kimani Eastman. Eastman is going to be able to get that position without a fight. Track limits, ladies and gentlemen. I can see a lot of cars just going off track. And it seems as though that was the last straw for Matthew Titus. Seconds to Jaden Harrison over Kadeem Mohammed. Oh, he's going to go in the pit lane now. Kimani Eastman will inherit that 4th position here. Where's Jaden Harrison? I'd like to show you guys a lap here on board with Jaden Harrison as he's coming around with the penultimate turn in just a moment's time. This is the penultimate turn down the front straightaway. Let's have a look at circuit Ricardo. That one, that was amazing there from Jaden Harrison. That's a 131.757. And he just seems so smooth. He's definitely had some practice on here. Oh, Javon Parry now has been given a drive-through penalty, as well as Mitesh Ramdani. Too many off-track excursions, ladies and gentlemen. And when you don't take the time to learn a track, learn where you can place this car, you know, these things happen. Server's been up all week long. I mean, some guys can just come on here, do a couple of laps, and it's A-okay. But it's a front six lockout for the McLarens. Top six lockouts here at Valencia. We've lost the Mustangs. We've just got a Ferrari and a Porsche remaining. The McLarens are reigning supreme. Let's take a ride on board now with Kadeem Mohammed as we approach crunch time. gonna stop there for that one. Now we can actually get a ride on board with Shane Wallace as well. A lap there from Shane Wallace. What I like about that take with 3 different drivers, it's just that you can get to see the difference in their driving styles. They're all just fast guys, right? To be in first, second, and third, but they're just so different in their driving styles. Like for instance, Shane Wallace is gearing down a coupler 2 gear or a coupler 1 gear less than Kadeem Mohammed and Jaden Harrison, for instance, and his lines are going to be different. But he's still doing 31s. His fastest lap is a 1:31.970, and he's constantly been doing 32s, low 32s. All right. Kadeem Mohammed's been doing a low 32s as well, but his fastest is 31.532. And then we've got Jaden Harrison, his fastest is a 1:31.102, and he's been doing 32s almost near constant. Pretty amazing stuff. As we come to a close now in this race, ladies and gentlemen, Jaden Harrison has a 23.5 lead over Kadeem Mohammed. And Kadeem Mohammed has got a 10.3 lead over Shane Wallace. That is the end of the race. Jaden Harrison on the back end of the circuit will come around to close the lap and the event. We've been racing here for 1 hour at Valencia. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us tonight on a very short track at that. Very technical track too, with all of its undulations and changes in direction. We saw a car go up on 2 wheels tonight, right here. Oh, and you can see it's still a bit rough there, even for the leader of this race, who is about to come across the line shortly to claim, I think it's his 4th win of the season. Well done to Jaden Harrison, the Jamaican out here representing. Kadeem Mohammed back with us after a lengthy hiatus, and will claim that 2nd step on the podium after his return. Shane Wallace doing pretty well in this championship. And I think with this, he's going to be able to claim that position over Kimani Eastman. But he's going to lose a little bit of time now, or a little bit of space now, to Jaden Harrison as he joins the top two here. Eastman still about to come across the finish line, as well as Stapleton. Going to make it across now. Ramdani and Javon Parry. Unfortunately, he's having some issues here. What a great night of racing this was, ladies and gentlemen, as we head on now into the post-race interviews. All right, good evening, folks. Thanks a lot for coming out tonight and joining us. Congratulations there to Jaden Harrison. What a race from him. Machine Wallace, we will start with you first. What an event this was for you. I know you're kind of pissed at the back markers as well for what happened there between yourself and I think it was Christopher Schmeichel. But just talk us through that race nonetheless and how it panned out for you, especially with Kadeem Mohammed coming back into the fray.
Hearing me?
Yep.
Yeah. Difficult race. I don't know what, or I guess it's the physics. The physics works how it should. After that contact with the back marker, every time I went on the brake, the car just started going sideways, so I couldn't push at all. So I had to just try to keep up as best as I can, hold my head down, and keep it moving. I got a podium out of it. Would have loved more, but we move.
Yep, we move on to the next one. All right, thanks a lot for that one there, Machine Wallace. As we move on now to Kadeem Mohammed. Kadeem, I know you don't like this sim that much, but you showed up nonetheless, and here you are, second step up the podium. Talk us through that race, though. Seems like quite an extensive one, doesn't it?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, can hear you.
Right. Well, in the beginning, I wasn't sure if refueling was allowed, so I started racing 100 liters of fuel. So that set me back quite a lot. In both the first half, I was about a good second off, and then in the second half is when the car started coming to itself, but it wasn't anybody to chase at that point, so it's just finishing the race from there.
All right, well, there you have it from Kadeem Mohammed. A very exciting race too between you and Machine Wallace. It was brewing to be actually. I know Machine. He likes to work on his opponents quite slowly there. But Jaden Harrison, 20 plus seconds, man. I don't know. You're taking a lot of pages out of Lando Norris's book, man. How was that race for you, Jaden?
Pretty boring. I was hoping that I saw the pace from Dominic, Kadir, Mikhail, and Mission. So I thought it would have been a close battle. I didn't go in thinking that I would be good in this car here, but I have a lot of laps here from recently. So, yeah.
Well, that explains a lot for you doing the most out here today at Valencia. I want to say congratulations once more there to the top three. Thank you guys for coming out once again this weekend. Sorry that we lost a few of them too during the course of the event, but it was quite a tricky one. This track too, not that easy as well. But thanks a lot once more, guys, for coming out. I'll step away now to close off this stream. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what an eventful night it was. I mean, this track is not that easy, I can tell you. It seemed quite daunting for a lot of guys here. And just let me switch on over to the ending scene. I'll be right back.
Qu'est-ce que je représente? Qui je suis, putain? Va falloir que je me lève. Que je recommence à zéro.
All right, so I mean, what an eventful night that was. I could see you guys going off in the comment section there. Yep, it is indeed a tricky track. Yep, the track limits definitely bit a lot of the guys out here tonight. Very bipolar track, that is indeed so. I mean, for instance, the two right-handers, the double right-handers that are seemingly quite similar to each other. I mean, you got to really focus on picking your lines here on it and just sticking with it. You got to be really focused on that. Yep, Jaden did not wait on anyone. He was out of there. And yep, the Mustang couldn't find the crowd, found the next best thing. Kumi plays. Thanks a lot for that one. That made me laugh. All right, no breaks there from Dominic Charles. Good luck to everyone. So he actually lost his brake pedal there. Not quite sure physically or in game. Not quite sure if he had a damage or anything like that. But it was an eventful night, ladies and gentlemen. A fun one too. Next up, Spa Francorchamps, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be the final round to close off this championship. And I know a lot of people, well, at least two persons, don't really like the sim that much. Dominic Charles in particular. And we're going to finally move on here from ACC after 8 rounds for our GT3 Sprint Championship. And we're going to head back over to Assetto Corsa, where we will have our Porsche Cup. Porsche 911 GT, well, the Carrera Cup as it's known in the US or these parts. So that's going to be not next weekend, of course. Next weekend is the final round of this championship. But next month, October, we are beginning our 4-round bout there in our Caribbean Porsche Cup. All right. So thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this evening. Make sure to stay tuned to our socials if you haven't already. Give us a like and subscribe so that you can know when we go live with these events. Remember to hit that notification bell as well. All right. Thanks a lot for joining us once more. See you in the next one.